everybody, how's it going? We are set to go. Ladies and gentlemen, people around the world, welcome to the weekly beer and video review show with me, Travel Man Dan, and we are set to go. Oh yeah, we are ready. Oh man, am I got a fun show ahead of us today. Welcome. Guys, if you're new to the show, let me tell you a little bit about what we do here. It's called the Weekly Beer and Video Review Show because that's exactly what we do. We go ahead and review beers. We have two amazing beers that I'm so excited to try out, beers that are fun. We're going to go ahead and give them an honest review. I'm going to go ahead and tell you about the videos that came out on the show last week and the videos that are coming out this week on the channel. All in between a fun bunch of segments like what would you rather, good news, what are you reading, what are you watching. It is going to be an action-packed show. We have so much fun. It may get a little bananas. It may get a little bit out of control. Who do we have in the room so far today? I already see Frank in the house. Tenacious Freak, welcome. Carlos Z. I see Wonder Strudel. I see Byron. Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. That's if you're just new to the show. If you're a welcoming member and audience member that shows up each and every week, thank you so much. You are the reason I'm able to continue to do this. Drew the Tick, welcome to the show. I'm not sure where the comments are. They're not popping up yet. We have a new producer in the house, and he's lagging a little bit. I'm not sure what's going on. He's over there fixing his shirt, I think. Probably getting ready. There we are. Welcome to the show. Guys, thank you so much. You are the reason that I'm able to do this each and every week. You give me the platform and the audience to go ahead and do this. So stay tuned as we get ready for the show. It is now time for a lot of fun and a lot of good things coming up. And it's time to bring in, welcome. I see my old friend from high school, another kid from Kenmore, Ralph Barone. Welcome. Shouts out to you. I didn't think this is your first time, but now it's time to bring in the co-host. You know him as the Test Bunny. Some people call him Ted Lasso. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the show my friend Nate. Yeah. Welcome, Nate. All right.
There we go. There we go.
Really
what happened to the Bills today?
That's the way you come in. Okay.
Hey, listen, the Eagles won. We got to keep everybody up to date with what's going on. The Bills lost. You guys got smoked by a team we should have beat.
Yeah, we did. We definitely got smoked, and it's definitely not the way you want to start a show. You've really put a damper on that. But yeah, I don't know what's going on with the Bills. It's like we win one, lose one, win one, lose one. Yes, welcome, producer. But the thing about it is this, is the games that even were winning, I know, Baba, what the F happened? We looked like terrible. Even the games that were winning, we're not looking good. There's some injuries up front, but I don't want to make excuses. It's the long season still. We have plenty more games, and the next part of our schedule is the hard schedule. The hard part of the schedule. Nate, you're going to upset me on the words. Yeah, I came in that way, same way. It's hard to get up when your team loses. But Nate, congratulations, you guys won.
Yeah, I mean, I'm rooting for them to lose at the moment, so it's kind of bittersweet. But they won. Congratulations, a depleted Saints team, and you ran the ball 1,500 times. Congratulations.
Yeah, he certainly did. Hey, yeah, that's what I was going to point on is we are missing our starters up front, so hopefully they'll be able to square this up and win out the rest of the games, maybe even lose. So 12-5 wouldn't be a great season, but nevertheless, Barrow likes your T-shirt. How do you like this one, Barrow? Guys, it is time for us to get on with the show. Nate, are you excited for today's show?
Yeah, I'm a little bit nervous because since I am taking over producer duties, it's going to be a challenge for me. So, guys, hang in tight. I'm just trying to figure this thing out.
Yeah, no problem. One of the things about our channel is we're very open and honest. And, our live show, we want to go ahead and bring the best experience possible. So the way that we're going to basically look at it and the way that we've analyzed it is if we have a producer. So somebody else clicking and doing all the other stuff, all the other comments, all the other stuff that goes on behind the channel that you don't really see, I've normally done. So we're sliding that over to Nate. He's the producer credits. He's going to be handling the comments. That way when I see him pop up, I can respond to him. We might be able to shave a few minutes off the show with it. And we want to be completely transparent. We're always looking for someone to join us, join our team, join our producing, so that me or Nate don't have to do it either. Stacy, welcome. All right. Welcome to the show. This is awesome. I see a bunch of kids from Kenmore here, first-time viewers. Thank you for hopping on and supporting me on the show. We have some delicious beers. This is Nate. Are you ready to go, Nate?
Let's do it.
All right. So this first beer, we've done beers from this brewery before. I'm really excited because for a long time, this bottle of beer, this particular company, I've bypassed, right? I've gone down this aisle, up this aisle, and in between that aisle, and I've always passed by this bottle. But lately, over the last year or two, especially after trying a few of their products, I've really grown to like this brewery because of their product number one being tasty. I always thought their bottle was like an old, decrepit bottle that would sit on the shelf in consumers in Buffalo for years. Okay, something psychologically was like, man, that beer, just stay away from it. It's probably been there for 7 months, and nobody's bought it. It'll probably give you diarrhea. But lo and behold, I was completely surprised when I tried two of their other beers. Today, we have one of their beers. Nate, today's beer is from the Samuel Smith Brewery. It is their Imperial Stout. Look at that, baby.
First of all, you were talking about decrepit old bottle. That's the thing I love the most about it.
You know what? I got to say, Nate, it's something that has completely grown on me. I like that they use a bigger bottle. They got that foil. It's got the great label. I mean, this label is
label's beautiful.
Really, really nice. I really like the label on this thing. It's a true product of England that is imported. So you're not going to really see cases of this. You're going to see just like 6-packs or singles of this. Really cool, neat place. Hey, don't worry about it, Lunatic. I know you missed your bar, but we'll be back. Marissa, welcome to the show. Welcome, everybody. Marissa's here. One thing I do want to go ahead and state out is the alcohol percentage. What is it, Nate?
It is 7% for the Imperial Stout. So it's not even, at the higher end of what a stout can be, because you and I know you can get up into that 12, 13, 14% range when it comes to the stout. So this is probably one of those beers that's a traditional Imperial Stout that you would kind of use as a baseline to compare all other stouts with.
Got it. Okay. Hey, Lisa, welcome to the show. My sister is here. All right, Lee, thanks for supporting. Thanks for popping up. And just having you here has been awesome. So, guys, we're going to go ahead and crack this open. And, let's go ahead, Nate. We need the old lucky red bottle opener. Let's go ahead and crack this one open. What are you thinking? I think I'm getting that really malty smell of a stout.
Yeah, chocolate, coffee.
Imperial.
Woo!
All right.
Definitely coffee.
Look at this nose funnel that I'm creating. Yeah, I smell a lot of coffee in there. I smell something like sweetness going on there. Wafted up.
It's almost like a molasses.
Yeah. It's almost like a really sweet molasses that you're going to get with stouts. So let's go ahead and pour it in and see what it looks like. It's definitely going to be thick and rich and dark. There it is. Okay.
What's up,
wow,
Bubba?
I'm almost getting like a weird hint of red, but wow, this right here. Okay, take a look at that. 3 different shades. Look at that. 3 different shades of brew color. You have your kind of white frosty head, then it goes into like a cocoa color, and then you have the thick dark blackness of the stout. All right,
it's almost like a cinnamon colored head. You see that?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, are you getting that redness to it? Are you getting a hint of redness?
I mean, where I am, it's a little bit dark in here, so it's kind of tough for me to tell. But yeah, I guess so. You definitely have the cinnamon color or that beige color in the head. And it's really beautiful off the contrast of the dark chocolatey coffee colored beer. It looks really beautiful.
Yeah, one of the things.
The smell now, geez.
Yeah, one of the things I also noticed about this is how slow the head is going down. Right, it's going down quite slow. It's thick. It's there for sure. It's definitely prominent. If you can see on top, you can smell right away the richness and the sweet molasses.
Super rich.
Yeah. Hey, Nate, here it is, guys. This is what we're drinking, the Samuel Smith's Imperial Stout. Cheers to you, my friend. Let's go ahead and give it a sip.
I'll tell you what, that's a lot lighter than I expected it to be.
Yeah.
On the palate.
Yeah,
It's not heavy.
No, it's not. It's got a very light. I'm getting almost like a metallic flavor going on there. That's probably something to do with the bottling. I'm definitely getting that sweet molasses beer that you get, that taste that you get with a lot of the stouts. Overall, not an amazing sip, but a good sip. I do like that it's a little light. If you're not ready for it, it can throw you off a little bit. Ooh, that purdy drink, my sister says. Love chocolate. Definitely has got some hints and notes of chocolate. Nate, what is your first impression? What is your sip?
Yeah, so I mean, I definitely get the deep chocolate flavor. It's malty. It's not really hoppy at all, obviously being a stout. But it has that kind of caramel almost flavor to it. The sweetness that's just slightly burnt. But definitely coffee, definitely chocolate. It's a classic stout. They just do a really good job on taking a classic beer and perfecting it in their own vision. So I like that.
Yeah, I mean, this brewery itself has been around for how long, Nate? When's this brewery been around?
263 years. Look at the bottle here, Danny.
Yeah, okay. Remember we weren't supposed to show that until we show the video, though? We're going to take them on a little brewery tour. Let's go backwards a little bit.
Sorry, guys.
All right, guys. So, yeah, I'm looking at it. I think that this one's been around for a long time, over 250 years, Nate.
263.
263. I'll tell you what, we're going to go ahead and show you a little video, and we're going to talk a little bit more about the brewery itself. So, Nate, can you go ahead and bring us into the video?
Absolutely. Are you guys ready? Here we go. Oops.
All right. Double it up. Okay, going back to Ralph's question. No, it doesn't contain a capsule. But yes, that is the brewery. That is Samuel Smith's brewery. A couple of things to take off of that video. You're going to start to see a video each and every week of the brewery. I loved how they had all the old barrels, right?
Yeah.
You could tell the people constructing those barrels was like a real craftsmith, something that was done, over 260 years ago that
by hand
still continue to do. Yeah, by hand. Oh, hey, this is a nice addition.
There's Frank.
All right, thank you, Frank. How do you guys like the intro, the whole video aspect? We're going to do between 45-second and 1-minute videos. Tenacious Freak likes it. He enjoys it. So that's good. We got his approval. We're definitely going to be doing that each and every week. Hey, guys, you know what happens every time we get 20 people in the room? I'm off my meds. So
Nelly.
Oh, funnel time. So
is it 20?
It's 20. Yeah, we got
Bubba
13.
likes it. Bubba likes it.
Bubba likes it. Nice, Bubba. Thank you. All right. Yes. Sure wish I was drunk for I know. Twin. What's up, Twin? Good to see you here. I am excited to see you. We got Brian and Brett. They are the twins from the neighborhood, and that is Brett. I know. What a shitty game, Brett. So I'm saluting to you and all you Buffalo Bills fans for just a terrible game. A terrible game. This is what we're drinking. It's the Samuel Smith Imperial Stout. Nate, why don't you go ahead and pull up that website and show us a little bit more about this beautiful brewery?
Hey, listen, I'd only be able to do this if I was a producer. Luckily, I am.
All right. You are a producer.
Look at that. Here we go. So right here.
Carlos Z says 30 is a Pacifico tramp stamp.
I love it.
I love it for two reasons. Number one, Pacifico will be the one Nate's putting on them. 2, the tramp stamp. I have an original tramp stamp, so from the 90s when it was done.
If we get to 50, we can show Danny's original tramp stamp.
I don't know if you can't find it now. I'm getting it. It's getting all redone. I'm getting my entire back done. So it's been quite a process. But anyway, let's get back onto the beer, Nate. Check it out.
Check that out. I'll tell you what, they got a really nice website. You know, when you get on there, it shows you a list of all of their beers. Basically, I went into this particular beer to highlight the beer that we're drinking today, but they have a really robust selection of offerings that I think is quite impressive. But just talking about this imperial stout, right? Like you can see right here, they talk about the roasted barley, the complexity of malt, hops, alcohol, and yeast. I don't really get alcohol. It's not boozy to me. I don't know if it's boozy to you, but at 7%, you wouldn't expect it to be boozy. I really like this beer. I like their website. They're obviously an awesome brewery, and I look forward to trying some more of their beer.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Drunatic says, congratulations for being on no meds. Yeah, I made it. Okay, so I am done with the medication. I got through it, and you guys wouldn't believe how quickly a day or two changes your whole physiology. I'm just walking around pretty damn good. I mean, I got to take it slow. As we let's get back into the Samuel Smiths, but thanks for hanging with me. I'm through the meds. Look at all those beautiful bottles, Nate.
I mean, just look at how many there are. You know, with 263 years, you're definitely going to create a lot of different beers. So the ones that's pretty much is their classic, from what I understand, is probably their most the highest seller is the pure brewed organic lager. Right, that's going to be probably that's their flagship, the number one here on the website, top left corner. And of course, we have. You get into the porters and you get into some of the more oatmeal stouts here, some of this darker beers. You got a wheat beer. They even have fruit options down here at the bottom. Danny, I'd like to go through all of these at one point.
Yeah, absolutely. I know, first of all, you forget it says, hello, guys, you're amazing. So hello and welcome. Thank you. And Frank says, yeah, look at all those beers. That very first one we did on the show, we did the pure organic lager. Okay, and I'm drinking Heineken. No hate, please. Hey,
it's all good.
It's all good. It's a beer. But yes, give High Fogelet. I think that's how you pronounce it. How would you say that, Nate? Give that person his props, or her. I don't know. But yeah, welcome to the show. Thanks. I appreciate it. The reason we're amazing is because you allow it. But we're at 15 people. Be sure to go ahead and hit that like button. What that does is, if you don't know, it helps the YouTube algorithm, all right? You hear that thrown around and that buzzword going around. And what that is basically the internal IE information saying people watch your videos. Okay, your watch time is up because you're here watching it. The comments and the likes are what really helps go along with that watch time. Because basically what happens is the internal computer to YouTube reads these videos and says, okay, you got 15 people watching for an hour. They've liked it and they commented on it. The comments are key on YouTube. And then it goes ahead and suggests it. And that's how sometimes when you're watching YouTube or you're going through your YouTube, you'll see suggested videos. You're like, how the hell did that get on there? Well, people thought the artificial intelligence, the AI, thought that you would like this based on your history, or basically for people that like beer, if you have watch time, comments, and likes, they'll suggest these videos to other people. So be sure to do that, guys. If you could, that would be awesome. Nate, wouldn't it be great if we could get them all?
I mean, we could do some sort of an extravaganza.
Well, I've seen a lot of them, but some of them I'm not sure if I've seen. Like that Indian Al one, I've seen it in the stores.
This one's my favorite. Hold on, give me 1 second. There we look at that thing. Look at that bottle.
The pale ale, that organic.
Yeah, I was 5%. See, this is the thing about them. They don't try to do too much.
Yeah.
Right? They're not trying to do these super boozy, super alcohol, heavy beers to compete with anybody else. They're just competing with themselves in the craft of making classic beer, and I really like that.
Yeah, absolutely. See, my sister says, "What's up, Hi Twin?" The thing I like about it is their marketing campaign is like, "Look, this is what we do. We make these beautiful bottles of beer with a great product inside. We don't do it with flashy Corvettes or booby girls or all kinds of crazy stuff."
Booby girls.
Okay, we just go ahead and we put out a tried and true product, and that is beer. And I love that one's the Stingo. Look
Dude,
at that thing.
you know what? That's my new favorite. Look at that. That is just a beauty. And you know what, dude?
A minute later, he has a new favorite. My God.
You were talking about the bottle, right? I think the bottle is one of my favorite things about the brewery.
Nate, I've completely reversed my decisions and thoughts. I love the bottle now. I just like it that it's a bigger bottle. I love their label. On the back, you can see they have a picture of their vats and the brewing process. You can kind of see that there it is. Okay, it tells you a little bit about the story behind it. I just like it. Sometimes when you get bottles of beer and they're really wordy like this and like on the back and stuff like that, they can get a little convoluted, and you can just, I don't know, it's just not as nice. But Samuel Smith does an amazing job with the label. Oh, what's up? I see Dumb Drop 17 in the house. Welcome. Give Dumb Drop 17 a little love. Welcome.
What's up, Dumb Drop?
Yeah, Dumb Drop 17. Dumb Drop 17. That's 2 times. Hit you off 2 times. Okay.
Frank likes the Stingo.
Yeah, the Stingo looks good. Okay, guys, moving on. Just want to go through a couple of quick things. Like I said, the knee's getting better, off the meds, feeling good, feeling happy. Should be able to be on the bike this week, a stationary bike, and getting that rotation and getting my legs strong and getting back and ready to go. I'm on a serious mission. So when you see me sometime next year, I'm probably going to lose about 25 pounds, look super ultra ripped, and then just get right back into the swing of things. And get what's rightfully mine, and that is a chance at being an entertainer. Guys, I wanted to go ahead and talk about a little bit about some fun stuff. If you follow me and you know Nate on this particular show, he's appeared on some Travel Man Dan episodes. He's appeared on, of course, our most probably famous one together was what the
White
hell
Castle?
is it? No, we did the White Castle. You were in
the gummy bear.
The gummy bear, the hot gummy bear. So I got some news for you. I'm going to announce it here first on the show. The holidays are coming up, and I want to wish you guys all a happy Thanksgiving if you celebrate that. If you don't, I just hope you have a happy Thursday. So wasn't sure if I was going to be able to do it, go to Vegas because of my leg, but it seems like everything is going well, and here I come. I'm going to Vegas, baby. All right,
Woo.
so heading out to Vegas, and what that usually means is some complete debauchery. So,
well, the last time you were here, well, no, not the last time, but he tends to come into my house and stacks cans of beer on each other, and he puts them in a corner until he reaches the ceiling, and he calls it a wizard staff.
Yeah. Wizard staff. That's the game you play. You can only play with canned beers, and you just stack them up. And at the end of the night, who's got more? But we got some fun things to go. Thanksgiving, we're going to be having an awesome meal with the family, and then we're going to come back and watch the Bills game. But during halftime, there's going to be a special edition of Just One Beer. So it'll probably be around 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, maybe about 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're going to be doing a Just One Beer holiday edition, and we're bringing out this one, guys. Okay? The Anchor Brewing Holiday. Look at the size of this beer. It's 50 ounces. Okay, look at this. It's behind the scenes. Have a good trip. Yes.
Is it a particular beer?
It is Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Anchor Brewing. Okay?
And we're going to be drinking it on Thanksgiving.
It's a special ale, right? I might, at first I thought it was like a champagne, but this is what we're going to be doing. It's just one beer. It's just that the beer is 50 ounces. All right.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, back in action, TMD. Chili Bong. Okay, you're absolutely right, Drunatic. That's what we're going to bring you. Since our gummy bear video did so well, we thought it would be fun to close out 2021 with a fun Travel Man Dan episode with Nate and I, and we are going to do the Pacquiao One Chip Challenge. Okay, the hottest chip in the world. There it is, guys. This is the one that we originally wanted to try. This is the one that we were like, all right, let's get it. But what had happened is they had sold out because it became such a big internet thing to do. And the only thing that was left was the gummy bear. I think that the gummy bear is actually hotter, right? Okay, we did the white chocolate. I think it is, Nate.
When we were researching, I thought that the chip was the hottest.
No, I think this one smashes it. I think. Okay. Anyway, it's scorpion pepper, whatever that is, and a Carolina Reaper. So, sounds
okay. Well, so the gummy bear I think was like 4 Carolina Reapers.
Yeah. No. Here's the thing, Frank. That's not a wine glass. That's beer. So yes, we're definitely gonna drink it. That's gonna be just one beer, and that just one beer is gonna be this. Look for it at halftime of the Bills Saints game, and maybe my family will be watching it. They'll be so proud of their son getting drunk on Thanksgiving. Oh, hey, we have somebody new. Who is that?
Hold on. We have a second there, Gaio.
Lee Man Charan. Is you going to review Tyler Perry? No, we are not going to review that one, but I will watch it, and maybe I can go ahead and review it. I don't know what made you think I would review a Tyler Perry movie, but that's a great idea. Yeah, that's a great idea. Tyler Perry's hilarious. We're getting all kinds of new people. Yo,
Isaiah the Cook.
Isaiah, what's going on?
Drew.
What? I love all these. Where is all this, Nate? Are you setting me up like all of a sudden all that you fit in to review Tyler Perry Medina Christmas? What the hell is going on? First of all, I love Lee Man and I love Isaiah the Cook. But
hell yeah! Thank you for joining, guys.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Welcome. And Big Beer. What's up,
Yo, what's up, Barrow? What your favorite Tyler Perry movie?
Yo, I love Little Man. Little Man's awesome. I don't know. Yo, we got all these new people in the house.
Dude, what's going on?
Daddy. Yo, is that Tyler Perry Medina Christmas review? What is going on? Is somebody setting me up? Listen, we have a sweet little show that shows up every Sunday. We drink a couple beers. We have fun. And I'm getting all kinds of requests to review the Tyler Perry. Dude, not the one chip challenge.
Let's review it.
You know what? If more people keep asking for us to review it, we will watch it, and then we will go ahead and review it. So cheers to that.
I'm more than happy to watch that movie.
I have no idea where Little Man came from, or Swag Sugar Daddy, or Isaiah the Cook, but I'm glad you guys are here. Welcome. This is what we're drinking. It is the Samuel Smith Imperial Stout. So cheers. Here we go. Let's try it.
Are you drinking beer to prepare for the Tyler Perry movie? Hold on.
What is going? Gang, X Gang. Yes. What is going?
How many people are in the room?
I see 12, but I'm getting some kind of weird blast. This is awesome. Yes. No, you got the regular audience asking for Madeira. The beer looks good. It's a delicious beer. It's Samuel Smith's. Let's get back a little bit and turn back a little bit. I have no idea where this is coming from. It's absolutely hysterical. I want to talk about the next thing, and that's next week. Okay, the next week's show will be at 10 a.m. Back to the original time, 10 a.m. So I'll go ahead and be sure to put out another promo. But the next week will be 10 a.m. Stay tuned for that one. We are going to be my favorite show since the Barat show. Yes, thank you. Is it Tyler? What the hell is going on now, Emily? I think you've been on this show before, but I love it. So next week's show is at 10 a.m. And then immediately after the show, if you're interested, be sure to go ahead and DM me your email address. I'll put you on the list. And we're going to do a private room to test out my friend's software where it's basically like a Zoom software. So we're going to have one more. Barrow says, hi, Swag Sugar Daddy.
Dude, I was something happened to attract
Dude,
fans of Tyler Perry to your show.
Did you set me up or something? Did you call somebody do this? Somebody must have done this on this show. Like start calling Travel Man Dan, or it might be one of my students from years ago. Like, let's get on Mr. D and ask him. I don't know where this is coming from.
Wait, hold on. This one's my favorite. What it do? I be chilling.
Oh, I love it. Swag Sugar Daddy 711. These guys are great. All right.
Hell yeah.
So that's what we're doing. We're going to be doing You Explain It. Please welcome the room. It's going to be like a Zoom-style conference call with me, with Nate, and whoever wants to be in the room. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I'd love to have you there. It's absolutely free, and it's just going to be a fun after-party show of just another beer, okay? Just another beer, one more beer privately. But now, Nate, it's time for good news. Hey, good news. Okay, guys, it's time for good news, one of my favorite segments. You know, there's a lot of stuff out there. We don't know if they'll believe this or that. He said this news said that, and it makes you all kinds of yucky, cluttered. I don't know what the hell. I'm frustrated. I'm angry. Screw you. All right. But no, that's not this kind of segment. This is the what would you rather? No, this is the good news segment. Danny, you can bring your Danish glasses. I love it. Good idea.
No, yeah.
Yes, I love it, little man. All right, this is okay. So this is the good news, guys. This is to bring you up and uplift you, make you feel good, and see how you can see others doing good and apply it to your life, and know that all that stuff that's bogging you down out there. Please, do your best to live your best life. And I don't mean that in a hippity hop way. I mean that in a true essence of what it is. Live the best of your life. Here's the good news, Nate. Go ahead and show that picture I have up there.
I'm sorry. What picture is that?
Oh, okay. I did not go over this one with you, probably. And okay, no, it's not here yet. Okay, sorry. I couldn't find a good picture of this one, but here it is. I'm going to wing it. Good news is this: a Wichita State University basketball player. He's a star, okay? He's been trending on Twitter the last few days because of his unbelievable efforts on, but mostly off the field. Check this out. You'll never see this because I find this amazing. If you don't know, Wichita State is one of the Division I college basketball up-and-coming teams, right? And college basketball is a mega sport here in America, and this player is a superstar. Okay, his name is Dexter Dennis. Okay, his Wichita State Shockers defeated Tarleton State 65-61 on Tuesday. Dennis, a junior guard, scoring 13 points. Okay, and a couple of rebounds and some defensive plays. However, what's catching everybody's eye is this good news and his attention. His actions 30 minutes after the final buzzer. So the game is over. Dexter Dennis goes up in the stands, and instead of going and showering with his buddies and getting on to the next big party and going to see all of the, the college kids and, doing his thing, starts going through the arena at Koch Arena and starts cleaning up the stands. He's out there with a garbage bag, going up and down the stands and picking up old trash and where people were just there. And I just find that just amazing, attribute, quality of his character. I think that's just a sensational thing because, athletes in general are often looked down upon in a certain circle and lights because they feel like they're always given everything and they always, take advantage of it. But here's a young man, Dexter Dennis from Wichita State, that's going and finishing his basketball game and then going to go ahead and clean up the stands. Yes, Isaiah the Cook, you're absolutely right. We need to be more like Dennis. That's exactly right. I'll give you a strong one on that one. Isn't that good news, guys? So with that, I hope that you can go ahead and maybe take this and apply this lesson to your life and see what you can do that can make a little extra effort to go ahead and help your community, help the people around you, and just do some things that are good, right? Because it's so easy to latch on to the hate, the negativity, the stuff that's out there. The hate, it grows in masses, and it's easy to be attracted to. But here's a young guy that's going out and cleaning up garbage after his basketball game. Nate, what do you think about that good news?
Yeah, it's great. I mean, anytime you can be selfless like that and help out other people and just, contribute when somebody like that typically is not going to do that 999 times out of 1,000, right? So it's rare. It's interesting. More importantly, I'd like to welcome everybody to the Tyler Perry Weekly Review Show.
What is going on with Tyler Perry? Seriously, who set me up?
Dude, I wish it was me.
Dude, all of a sudden, somebody just started mentioning, is this the Tyler Perry Christmas review?
Dude, maybe that has something to do with that beer?
Did he have a beer?
No, but you had the Christmas beer. Like maybe there was something. I don't know, because it happened right after you were talking about that Christmas beer.
I don't know, man. I'm getting more.
Perry,
We're getting more. Let's go. I freaking love it. I love it. Whoever you guys are, call more of your friends and harass us.
Come next week, 10 a.m.
Please harass us, okay? The Christmas tree is lovely. My sister likes her Christmas tree, Nate. That's pretty cool. All right. Now it's time to go on to show and tell. All right. Show and tell is a lot of fun. I got to tell a story. You know, I like to tell stories here. Here it is, guys. So when I first came to Hollywood, I was like the young aspiring actor who wanted to go ahead and get in the movies and, yeah, I want to be an actor. And I knew nothing about acting. So unfortunately, I still had to carry a lot of odd jobs. One time I was walking down the street in Hollywood and a truck pulled up. I thought it was getting jacked by a couple of gangsters, but it wasn't. It was I was a middle-aged man, and he asked me if I wanted to go to work. I said, what kind of work you got? And he said, I'm a landscaper. I said, yeah, okay. So landscaping, that doesn't seem too hard. I can make some money for the day. He goes, yeah, I'll pay you this much and whatever. I said, okay, I'll take that job. So I started hopping in his truck every morning. He would pick me up on Hollywood Boulevard. We drive to a job site. Samuel Smith is Tyler Perry's jam. That is funny. And I would do these weird jobs, and then we started like they were like big landscaping jobs, working on slopes and clearing slopes and like huge mountain homes in Beverly Hills and stuff like that. And one day I was out there working all by myself, always worried about snakes because he would drop me off in these like brushes, and I would just go out there for hours and just like just kind of clean up slopes, right? And so my rake hits like metal, and I'm like, oh shit. I hope I don't explode. That's your main thing. You're digging into an area that you don't know. And I started raking and I started cleaning up a little bit more. And I came upon the coolest souvenir because, I just think it's a cool souvenir that I found, but also too being in the area that I was in Bel Air, which is probably one of the richest places and also one of the most iconic historic places for like movie people and, just like old Hollywood, like, you have your James Cagney and, your Rita Hayworth and all these like great Hollywood icons. And I could have been up there, but I found this. Check this out. This is what I found. Just as I kept it, and it's rare. Exactly what it looks like.
Wow.
Old license plate, and it says California World's Fair 39. So it
39.
was 39. So I did a little research on it because I tried calling the DMV, and it was basically a show car for the California World's Fair in 1939. It's almost 100 years old. It was up in Bel Air. It definitely belonged to somebody of some type of significance with some affluency, of some type of wealth and power. But let's check this thing out. I mean, this is the original license plate. This is it. Isaiah the Cook. I sent Danny a testimony. Danish candy. Nice. But this is pretty cool. I really like that. I got to try that. Drunatic says Isaiah. This is it. 5W4217. Nate, isn't this cool?
Man, I love it. I love that kind of stuff. 39. So we're talking 61, 82 years ago. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, and the fact that
it's Americana.
And it's authentic. Like I found it digging through the bushes, like on a slope in Bel Air.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Hey guys, we got 14 people in the room. We have Isaiah. We have little swag. I think it was little man Cherokee. Let's show them how we do it here on the Travel Man Dan Show. Call somebody you know, tell them to hop on. If we get 20 people, I'm pulling out the funnel, and we're going to show these new folks how we do the funnel on the show. Super cool plate. Thank you, Drunatic. Yeah, I love all this old cool stuff. Nate, how you doing?
Have you ever researched what the value of that might be?
I haven't. I have no idea.
Hey, you're coming to Vegas? Go see what's his name? Pawn Stars.
Oh, really?
You can go to a pawn shop and they will appraise that for you on the spot.
Imagine I go there and it's like, oh, that was
$35 million.
yeah. Oh, that's Babe Ruth's license plate that they've been looking, or it's what's his name? Some
Tyler
kind
Perry.
of what's it?
Tyler Perry.
No, can you imagine? Okay, unbeknownst, no, I walk in and it's like the crime of the century, the Black Dahlia's license plate that he took off his car and threw in the bushes, or like John Dillinger.
Martin knows.
They cost 100 to 200 in good condition. Man, that's a good price. That's this one's in
it's worth more to keep it.
Right. That's my point. For me, this is kind of cool. This is kind of the fact that I found it. I'm willing to keep it. It'd have to be a pretty high price for me to sell it. A couple thousand.
I have an idea.
Yes.
Your backdrop.
Yeah, I'm gonna hang it up on. I'm moving into a new bar, guys. I'm moving out of this bar. The owner is kicking me out, so I'm no longer to be able to be doing live shows from this particular bar. But we have a new bar, and it's going to be going on January 9th. So stay tuned. January 9th, I'll be at a new bar. It's going to be a whole new look. It's going to be nice and fun. Same great show. Maybe I'll have a TV up in the corner that will play some Tyler Perry. Nate, let's go ahead and whack this sucker down.
I'm ready, dude. First of all, I love this beer.
Do you?
Yep, love it. I would buy it again. It's the crazy thing about what's going on with beer right now is there's so many options out there. You go to a Total Wine and you can buy any type anywhere from the country, right? That you almost don't need to repeat.
Right.
I would repeat this one.
Yeah, I mean, I really feel like, not to be like a snobby beer guy and stuff like that, but I've tried the oatmeal peanut butter, oatmeal chocolate stout, and the organic lager, Samuel Smith's. Both of them were sensational. But now we're going to go ahead and review the Imperial Stout. Okay, check it out, the Imperial Stout. Taste, I felt like it was very similar to most stouts. I felt like you tasted that sweet, almost like a roasted barley taste. It had that real essence of a malty kind of sweetness to it. Overall, it was really good. The thing I really liked about this that me and Nate talked about early on was how light it was, how easy it was. It wasn't really boozy. And for that, I'm definitely going to go ahead and give it a score of a 3.5.
Yeah, I'm going to go just slightly above that. I'm going to do a 4.0 because, again, like I would look at this. If you're going to try a stout, you're going to give it to somebody that doesn't drink stouts very often. This is going to be a nice entry point into understanding stouts, right? It's not offensive. It's not too strong. It's 7%, which means there's enough bite to it. But the taste, it kind of it hits the nail on the head when it comes to what a stout's supposed to be. Chocolate, coffee, dark notes, molasses, maybe a little bit of caramel, malty, not a lot, not very hoppy, 4.0.
Yeah, that's a good point, Nate. It's a good starter. Like if you're gonna go and you're gonna try an Imperial Stout, you definitely want to try something like this one, the Samuel Smith's. You're gonna really enjoy it. Ralph Barone says oatmeal stout with actual oatmeal cookie. Had it and together was awesome.
I would like to try that. We should try that.
We should try that. All right, going on the price. Nate, I'm not sure what you paid for this, but I paid $4.99. Okay, as you can see, it's a bigger bottle. All right, it's a heavier bottle. It is 500. What's it?
20 ounces.
Yeah, 1 pint, 2.7 fluid ounces, 550 milliliters. So lots of different measurements, but I feel like when you're paying $5, you are paying for a better bottle of beer. I think this is a better bottle of beer. I think the way that they have in the brown bottle, I think that the flavor, tried and true over 263 years, I think they've done an exceptional job with it. So for that, I'm giving it a score on the price. Even though it is $4.99 and can be pricey, it's a delicious beer. I'm giving it a score of a 4.0.
Yeah, so I agree. For the bottle, it's basically a beer and a half or almost two beers. You got 7%. It's an import. I know that doesn't mean as much as it used to, $4.99 is probably still a little bit on the higher side for me to be comfortable, but I'm going to give it a 3.0 just because I think it's still pricey, right? And
Yeah.
if it was 11%, it would probably be a 4.0.
Okay. All right. I see your way of reasoning. Design. For a long time, I scoffed at these. Like I said, they look like bottles that would sit in the corner, or they were left out on the shelf at consumers anywhere in Buffalo and just left there for months upon years. Now I've completely had a turnaround. I love the label. Like I said, it's a very wordy label. There's a lot of shit going on there,
There
but
is.
that is cool. They have the backside. It shows a little bit of the brewery, but they fit it all in there. They make it nice. They put the sticker on the front, the sticker on the back. They got the foil with the foil over the cap. It looks like just an expensive bottle of beer, if you will. It just looks like a really nice, well-done bottle. It's a big bottle. I think the design is awesome. I love this particular one. I love the white, the gold on white. And for that, I'm giving it a score of a 4.0.
Yeah, so for me, again, like I said it before, I think one of the big factors of liking this brewery is the bottle. I love it. I love the look of it. It's kind of stocky, even though it's quite large. It's almost like a wine bottle.
Yeah.
And this particular one, this particular type of beer, this offering, the white with the gold is just exceptional. Like, I just think it's absolutely beautiful. I love the font on the Imperial Stout. I like the fact that they tell you a story on the back. I wish more breweries did this. I want to know their intention. I want to know their thought process and their concept when they're trying to create these different beers. That's really what sets them apart. It tells you a story. I like that they put that on there. For me, design 4.0.
Nice. Very nice. All right. Now, we're going to go to accessibility. When we look at accessibility, I think that you can find these beers a lot of big cities. You're going to find it in Chicago. You're going to find it in LA. You're going to find it in Miami, and you're going to find it in New York. You're going to find it at your bigger beer distributor. So I feel like here in the United States, it's really well distributed and accessible. Going over to Europe, I don't see a problem with it there either, especially if you're in British countries. If you're in England,
British countries.
yeah. Sorry guys, if you don't know, I'm letting you know the booze definitely hit me. Cool looking label, lots to read, but very informative. Yes, and interesting. But yeah, so I feel like you're going to find a lot of places in Europe. The hard part that you're going to be able to find it is going to be your African countries, your Asian countries, and South American countries. And to be honest with you, I think if ever there was a brewery that's going to do their best to get it out to the world, this might be one of them. So I feel like their accessibility is pretty good. So I'm not going to strike them on that. I feel like you can find it anywhere here. Can you find it in Copenhagen? I'd love to know if you can find it in Denmark. Danny, if I'm able to get back home next month, I'll bring you some local breweries from the Adirondacks.
Wow.
I would love that, Bubba. I would love that. Nate would love that as well. So whatever you get, if you can find it, buy it in twos. I'll Venmo you. We would appreciate that. Love to see what you're doing on Facebook, going to breweries, and I'd love to try some of that. So for accessibility for me, I'm going to give it a score of a 3.5. I feel like you can find this a lot of places. I don't think it's that hard to find.
Yeah, I'm going to just slightly differ from you. I'm going to give it a bump in score to 4.0. I think this is it's in a weird tier. So it's not a complete macro, but it is somewhat of a macro. It's distributed around the world. You can find this in Las Vegas. You can find it in New York City. You can find it in Portland, Oregon. I'm sure you can. I've seen it in China. I've drank it in China. Maybe not this particular one, but Samuel Smith's overall. There is the perception, like you said, about the old dusty bottles, right? I remember the same thing. So maybe it's not quite as popular. It's not coming off the shelves the way they might want it to, but I think it's distributed pretty much across the world, just not at the highest level like a Corona, Heineken, or Budweiser. So for me, 4.0.
Very nice. Okay. Yeah, it's like the next thing. It's like if you want to pick a good beer to buy, you go with this company.
Yep.
TMD X Factor. Look, I love things that swing my mind. I love things that, I go into with, the way that I'm stubborn about things, and they go ahead and reverse it and I completely 180. And for me, that's this right here. I'm really liking stout beers. I never really enjoyed them. ever since I started doing the show, I've found a whole new world that I enjoy it. So that swung it on me. I feel like this bottle looked like a piece of shit in the store for me, but now I absolutely love it, and I love their design. I'm always going by the Samuel Smiths and checking it out. We're going to do a lot more of these. I like that they have some heritage. I'm all about the classics. I'm all about, just the history of it. I think it's great. And for me, for the TMD X Factor, we're not going to touch the ceiling. But we're going to come pretty damn close, and we're going to give it a score of a 4.5 on the TMD X Factor.
We have the same score for the X Factor.
Wow.
I like the fact that it's 263 years old. I like the fact that they haven't changed their style. I also appreciate the history behind it. I appreciate old things. I kind of have an old soul, so that hits me in the right spot. I just like everything about this. It's classic. They're not trying too hard. They're not trying to prove to be anything than what they are, which is an old school brewer based out of London or based out of England. And I dig that. It's cool. 4.5.
Yeah, I think you make a great point, Nate, when you're like, they don't try too hard. They just put out a good friggin' product. That's it. Hey, guys,
there it is.
My total score is a 19.5. 19.5. Take a look. There it is. 19.5 for the Samuel Smith's Imperial Stout.
Hey.
Beautiful beer. If you get a chance, you're in the grocery line. You can probably find it at Whole Foods or wherever you're at. Just pick one up, okay? You're going to like it. Crack it open by itself. Taste the essence of it. Yeah, stout is a little bit different than what you're probably used to, but you're going to like it. Nate, what do you got? Hey, nice.
19.5. It doesn't happen very often that we score exactly the same. And I think this beer is, if we're gonna score exactly the same, this is a beer where you should do it, right?
Yeah,
classic. Again, like we said, not trying too hard. We both like it. We appreciate the history. It's just a good overall beer. I was super excited to drink it. I want to try all their offerings. Love the brewery.
Yeah, me too, man. And one of the things I like about it is I feel like I almost want to get another organic lager right now.
Mm-hmm.
But it's time for our second beer, which also brings me time because I'm getting up from my knee. I got to get up and walk around. So, Nate, why don't you give us 2 minutes of Eagles talk?
Okay. 2 minutes of Eagles talk. All right. Well, this is a bit of a test for me. But so the Eagles today played the New Orleans Saints. Previous to the last 2 times, or this year and last year when they won as well, I think they had lost 9 straight games to the Saints. So it's kind of a nemesis because we've lost to them so much, especially in recent history. New Orleans Saints, especially post Drew Brees, they're trying to find an identity. They tried to do it today. It didn't work. They got run over. They tried to make a little bit of a comeback there towards the end of the game. I got to give Trevor Siemian some credit. He's not a great quarterback. Doesn't have a lot of weapons. Alvin Kamara was out. They're using Mark Ingram as their bell cow running back right now. I think he's 47. So it went about as well as I thought it would. I didn't expect the Eagles to put up a 40 burger on them, but they did. And I guess, it's bittersweet. I want them to lose. I'm not super excited about them winning right now because I know they're not a Super Bowl caliber team. And when you're in the middle in the NFL, it's probably the worst place you can be. You're drafting somewhere between 12 and 20. Those are not impactful guys, and you don't have the season that you want for your fans. So it just kind of defeats the purpose. So yeah, that's my my diatribe on the game today. So I don't know.
Well, that's very nice, and I'm glad that you got a good time. But now it's time for the second beer. All right, guys, I'm back. Welcome to the show. Welcome back. We have 15 people in the room. Please go ahead, mention Christmas movie, Tyler Perry Christmas movie. If you think that's what we should watch, we'll go ahead and review it. Love all the efforts coming in from the unknowns and the first-time viewers. So please let me know. But if this is your first, same score, same shot, yeah. That's a good thing. That's a good idea, Martin. We should start. Maybe we should implement that. If we end up with the same score, we got to do a shot. All right, hold on there, trigger finger. And my producer is amped and ready to go. And went and got the second beer. I left a piece of pumpkin pie unprotected in the refrigerator, and now my refrigerator stinks.
Unprotected.
Yeah. All right.
What the hell does that mean?
Guys, it's time to get it on. Thank you so much. If you're here, I see we have 14 people. Go ahead and give me a like on this video. But now it's time for the second beer. The second beer is a very famous beer here in Southern California. There's a brewery in Venice Beach, and they're from Central California. They are originally from a little town called Paseo Robles, which is just outside the beach town of St. Louis Obispo. And guys, I'm talking about Firestone Walker, the 805.
Firestone Walker.
Firestone Walker, right? Firestone Walker does sound a bit apocalyptic, almost like a cool movie that you would see. But this beer is absolutely loved. Nate, is it well received in Las Vegas?
Yeah. So I don't drink 805 very often, but it's probably, if I had to kind of give you an idea of what I think it means in the beer spectrum, right? It's a mass-produced beer that's elevated from the macros, but isn't quite craft.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? I know. It's everywhere, and it is very prominent in Las Vegas. You go to a bar, 9.9 times out of 10, you're going to find 805.
The thing that 805 does really well is they go ahead and they market it with a quality product. It's like that step of American beer that just isn't 60 years older, like Heineken. It's just not one. It's one of the newer beers. Like probably another 50 years, Firestone Walker is going to knock out some of these other beers. This beer is going to be marketed all over the United States because of the exceptional job they do, not only with the product inside the bottle. And I'm not a huge fan of it. I've drank it before. I don't absolutely love it, but I'm growing onto it. And it's taking me slower to grow. As my palate changes up and down here and there, I'm starting to enjoy it a lot more. But they do a really nice job with all their different breweries. Guys, let's go ahead and crack this open. I'll give it a smell, give it a pour, and we'll take you on a brewery tour.
Boom. I do like the bottle.
Do you? I do too.
Yeah.
It's like a black bottle.
It's a brown bottle, but the black label gives you the impression that it's a black bottle.
Yeah, I almost feel like I'm drinking a black bottle, but I like that.
You know what? The smell isn't great. It's grassy. It's it smells like a macro. It smells like a macro lager. This is a blonde lager, if I'm right.
Yeah.
4.7%, so it's not strong, right? But it has kind of a Corona smell to it somehow.
Really?
Yeah, a little bit.
I don't smell that at all. I smell.
You don't smell the funk in there?
No, I smell more of a light Sierra Nevada. Let's go ahead and pour it and see what it looks like.
It's going to be pretty.
Yeah. All right, very light.
I don't know. It looks like a Bud Heavy.
Yeah, very light. Okay, easy beer, and I think that's what I like. That's what a lot of people like about it. They call it a Bud Heavy. It's like a Budweiser. It's got a little bit of a reddish tint and orange kind of look to it, but I can absolutely see through it. I can see comments going right through this beer. Really easy. There's not a lot of head going on in this beer. And maybe that's the appeal. It's kind of like a session beer where people are cranking down 12 to 15 of these at a volleyball game, and they're just enjoying their time. They're having a good time.
We need to talk about that. Which one of your friends is drinking 12 to 15 of these at a volleyball game?
This guy.
Dude, that's a problem.
Chocolate shots of candy. Yes, Jurnatic. That's a great idea. Chocolate shots of candy.
Dude, the nose on this is just not impressive.
Yeah,
I hate to sound like a snob, right? But because this is probably what you want to drink instead of a Bud Light or a Bud Heavy or a banquet beer. This is probably what you want if you want to contribute to your local-ish.
Right. I think a lot of beer drinkers are stepping up. Maybe they're not going all the way full tilt craft, but they're stepping up and they're trying other things. And they're getting away from beers like a Coors Light and Bud Light, and they're trying stuff like this. But they're definitely not into the Samuel Smiths and a little bit of heavier.
Right.
They're staying right on this line. Anyway, screw it. Let's give it a taste, Nate. Cheers.
Cheers. I'm trying to pick something up interesting in the nose. There's just not there.
All right. Well carbonated.
It is carbonated. It's very effervescent. You can feel it on your tongue.
Yeah, very, very effervescent. It's clean. It goes down smooth. It's got a very corny taste. Okay,
Yeah,
very, very grainy kind of.
it does.
You see the appearance. It's a little
Malty.
bit darker. It's like a sweet corn almost. Nate, what do you think of your first sip?
You know what? I actually kind of like it.
Oh, guys. First of all, Frank says the volleyball game scenario. You know how I do it, dude. I love the volleyball game. It's always Brandon. Chilling at home, drinking
Marissa drinking
Marissa.
at 8:05.
Marissa's drinking 8:05, so she's actually joining us. So, Marissa, please, at the end of our score, give us your score. Let us know what your taste, price, design, accessibility, and Marissa.
Danny, it tastes like something. This beer tastes like something. I can't put my nose on what it is or my finger on what it is, but is it PBR? Is it an elevated Pabst Blue Ribbon?
It's definitely an elevated of the more common beers, if you will. It's got like that very cereal corn taste, so that I definitely think is probably flowing through. But doesn't matter. We're still drinking it. We review everything. Nate, get me on full screen. It's time for our favorite segment of the show. Folks, I know you've been waiting for it. I hope you're still here. It's time for my favorite segment. Maybe it's possibly your favorite segment. It's going to be a fun one, and it is time for What Would You Rather? What Would You Rather? What Would You Rather? Okay, you know the deal. I'm going to give you five options to choose from. And you can tell me now, right there in the comments, or the best thing to do is wait till the show's over and let me know all five of yours so I can respond back in the comments. So please let me know. What would you rather? Here is number one. Drum
roll, please.
What would you rather, guys? Here we go. We're going to go a place, and this is place as some type of reflection on today's beer. Would you rather go to Bournemouth Beach in the coast of England? Check it out, guys. There it is. It's got a beautiful looking pier. You see some people are laying out. The waves are rolling in. Doesn't look too hectic. Maybe it's just a beautiful day. But overall, it's a nice looking beach. Can you guys start a show someday with TD&D half in the bag?
Yes, it's definitely on the table. Danny, where is this Northern England? Is it Southern England? Where is this?
This, my friend, I don't know, but that right there is Bournemouth Beach. Must be on some type of holiday. I mean, look at that. That is.
You know what that reminds me of? What does it remind you of? Asia.
Infectious disease. I mean,
China.
Yeah, there's just too many people. That just does not look fun. It does look like China on the beach. Right there might be like just a regular day, but yes. To your answer, Frank, if you could bring me back to my regular full screen, I'm going to go ahead and address these comments. Yes, Frank, we will definitely be doing at some point TMD half in the bag. I know things get jazzed up and ready to go, but we're starting it slow. So Martin says didn't see the Bills game, the AFC East, and the leader is now the Patriots. Yeah, I know. Pen and paper are ready. But guys, where would you rather go? England or the second beach is in San Luis Obispo. There it is, folks. Central California, not too far from the original Firestone Walker Brewery. I have actually been to this beach. It is beautiful. Take a look at the homes, that borderline there. That's like a friggin' puzzle. Look at that shit. That is beautiful.
Looks like Rio.
Yeah, it doesn't look like the United States. It looks like Greece. And then you got over here. I've walked on that pier. I've walked on that beach. It's a really nice beach. Central California is a really quiet, cool place. You can see the waves are rolling in there at a nice pace. Nate, thank you for showing those pictures. Now I'm going to go ahead and have to choose. For me, like I said before, I've been to Slow. My knee's not that good, but I could go there this weekend. So I feel like I can go there anytime. So for me, the number one place I would choose is Bournemouth, England Beach. Where are you going, Nate?
Absolutely England. I don't have a lot of interest in California anymore. I will definitely go to England. I don't care if it's the north or the south. I just like the look of this. There's something about it right here. I like that.
Yeah. What look does it inspire you?
It kind of looks New Englandish to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, and I also like how sparse the people are, which obviously they're not sparse there. So. But
That's a
anyway,
holiday
so for me, I
weekend.
would go England. Get me out of the country.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, me too. I want to see England really bad. I'm really looking forward to it. Drunatic says England, please. Frank says Central California for me. Cali Beach versus British Beach. It's a Central California beach, so a lot of people don't know that Central beaches are a little bit different. But moving on to question number 2. What would you rather, folks? Okay, which family would you rather be a part of? Okay, so I know you love your family. I know everything's great at home, but I'm going to implement you in one of these families from the 90s. Which family would you rather be? This one. Would you rather be part of this family? Home Improvement.
Whoa! Look at Tim Allen. Look at first of all.
So
by the way, you see the blonde-haired kid in the middle?
Jonathan, what's his name?
I don't know, but that basically looked like me. That looks like how I looked in 1997.
No, but you didn't smile, dude. You
What are
walked
you
around
talking
with
about? I didn't smile.
You know, the mug on your face like you want to beat people up, but everybody's got that poofy butt cut. Okay, can you please go back to that family?
You got
You're
it.
in
You
part
got
of the show. Tim Allen is your dad. Okay, his best friend is Al, who kind of resembles me. Okay, and then you have a neighbor that you never actually see. Wilson, that's right. Or would you prefer to be part of this family?
Boom!
You're living in Milwaukee, okay?
Dude,
your dad is John Goodman.
Can I say something here?
Sure.
Look, what's going on with John Goodman in this picture? Why is he doing that? Why has he got his shoulder into his jowl? Why is he looking like that?
I mean, I think that's just the look of the times. I mean,
was it?
I mean, of this character, right? Roseanne's got the face of like, all right, I'm cool. I can handle anything. DJ's growing up. He doesn't count. The aunt's fun. She's got the fake smile. Darlene is like, I'm pissed off, moody, and, SJW in the 90s. And then you got John Goodman. And John Goodman's like, fuck it. I just go to work and drink beer and I eat.
He was big back then, dude.
Yeah, it was huge. Both of these shows were, okay, I think Home Improvement was number 3 and Roseanne was number 5 during the time of 1993 to 94.
Did you watch when they came back?
I didn't see it. Yeah.
I really enjoyed it until they got all silly and booted Roseanne off of her own show, which seems crazy to me.
You really can't say anything unless the other person agrees with what you say. Especially, so you got to be really careful with that stuff. And Roseanne, unfortunately, said some stuff. I don't remember what it was, and I don't want to get into it. It's just not really
I don't remember either.
But, and, when it comes to stuff like that, and especially
the Al Bundy family.
Yeah, the Bundy family. Okay, so nice, Martin. Good one. For me,
Marissa says Home Improvement family.
Home Improvement family. Okay, it's a nice, wholesome family, but I like a little mixed up, a little blue collar, a little Milwaukee. I'm going with Roseanne. I want to live with Roseanne as my mom.
You're going with Roseanne?
Yep.
All right. So I got to go with the Home Improvement. I feel like the lifestyle was better with the Home Improvement family.
Yeah.
Tim Allen was more successful. I don't think his wife had to work. So he was a TV personality, right? So they clearly had more money. Yeah. So yeah, I would choose that, just off of that factor.
Okay. All right. And the thing I will like to point out that I don't understand with the show is day one, I would have ripped one of those planks down and be like, this is Wilson, and shown everyone the world. Anyway, moving on to question number 3, guys. Question number 3, what would you rather? Okay, this one is also from Central California, and we're talking about time to eat. Yo, Duffy's in the house, Rick. All right, welcome to the show.
Sorry.
I don't know what happened, man.
You got him.
I don't know what happened. All right, so what would you rather eat? I'm taking you up to Central California. We're going to go to Paseo Robles, and then we're going to go over to San Luis Obispo Beach, and we're going to have these oysters.
Boom.
Look at those.
Wow. What kind of oysters are those?
They're called Morongo Bay or something, Morado Bay or
Morro Bay.
Morro Bay. They just look delicious. I mean, I had some oysters when I was back in Buffalo, New York. I mean, it's not really a place you think of with oysters, but I'm telling you, those suckers were sliding down my gullet faster than I could say sweet. Yeah, beautiful. Or would you rather go back to England and eat some of these, Nate?
Boom.
Ooh, what the hell are those? Those, my friends, are called jellied eels. Okay, little pieces of eels that are sold on the street in a bowl with jellied around them. Okay, kind of squishy, kind of a Cockney favorite back in the day. That one's favorite. I'm not. That one isn't my favorite. Nate, for me, anytime I'm getting oysters, I'm eating them. So for me, it's not even a contest. I love friggin' oysters. I absolutely love it. I like it with a little splash of vodka, a splash of lemon, and you just shoot them down. Absolutely love oysters. Martin loves oysters. Frank's loves oysters.
So you're not actually tasting the oyster?
No, you taste a little bit of it. I don't like to taste all of it. That's the way I like to eat it, and I love it.
So you don't really eat it. You shoot it.
All right, dude. What do you? I shoot the slimy oyster now. What are you eating?
So for me, it's definitely the jellied eel. I've never even heard of that thing. So the fact I've never heard of it and it looks repulsive, I need to try it and give it one shot. I've had oysters 1,000 times in my life. I really like them. I prefer the vinegar with the ginger or garlic, whatever that combination is. I kind of like that. But for me, look at these things. They're insane. Like what are they? What's inside that? I don't understand what's going on. Jelly, like gelatin? Is that what that is?
Yeah, I don't know. But it's apparently very popular in London. All right, going on to number 4. Which do you prefer? And you guys do the analogy. If you're a man or a woman, do you prefer shorts or a skirt or pants or a dress? So if you're out there, like, are you one of those people that wears shorts well into December and you're in the East Coast and you're like, dude, that guy's wearing shorts right now? Or, because there's some people that just don't like wearing pants. They like shorts. For me, I always grew up wearing pants growing up in Buffalo. It was cold most of the time. We only got to wear shorts like 4 months, maybe 5. And I always felt weird wearing them. I always felt naked. What's it? I just feel weird, right? I just feel I don't like shorts. I think they look awful. They look really stupid. They're like, just a little bit longer. So I'm more of a pants guy. What about you, Nate?
So you're talking for me in particular or for me viewing somebody?
No, for you. What do you like to wear?
Pants.
Yeah, pants.
I'm a man. Nobody needs to see my legs or what the fuck. If it's a girl, I'm going skirt.
No, we're not easy now, buddy. Easy now. It's not that kind of show. Okay. All right, moving on to question number 5. This one is going to hit you real hard if you think about it and you think about how it affects you. Which would you rather? For 1 month, every hour of every day for an entire month, you stub your toe. I got a natural laugh out of you on that. That's pretty funny, Nate. You really like that one. I'm talking your big toe, your middle toe. The pinky toe is the one that fucking kills me more than anything.
Killer.
Pants, but I'm in Florida, so you're on. Yes, exactly, Martin. That's. I know someone in Plattsburgh who wears shorts and sandals. Oh my gosh, Plattsburgh gets cold as hell. I don't know how they do that. No way. So stubbing your toe every hour for a month or for an entire month, constant. It's constant toothache. You get to pick the tooth.
Like severe toothache, like it's throbbing.
Pretty damn hard. You know what I mean? Like not to the point where you're crying in your pillow and but you can't sleep. If you've ever had a toothache, you know that this is not fun.
Rick Duffy.
So for me, Duffy takes the toe. I haven't had a toothache in a while. And when I've had it, it's hurt like how I don't like stubbing my toe. It's one of those things that freaking hurts really bad, but you can get through it. So I'm going to go ahead and take the toe. I'm taking the stub toe.
Dude, I what I would really want to do is watch you stub your toe every day.
You might
That's
get
what
a
I would,
chance.
man, I would love that because like you're right. So I'm going to also choose the toe stubbing because at least the pain goes away within about 3 or 4 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't want to deal with trying to sleep through tooth pain. That sucks. So for me, I'd rather stub. I stubbed my toe yesterday.
Which one?
Dude, it got right in the middle of the foot.
Ooh.
So like it was multiple toes. It was brutal. It was into the leg of the bed, and I don't know what I don't know what I was doing, but they're really brutal. But it's better than a nagging constant toothache.
Yeah, toothaches suck. Jordan says, I'll treat the oyster family in front of Roxanne's on the. All right. Well, toothache all day. No, we got a toothache lover, huh? Marissa, too.
Toothache. Wow, it's pretty nuts that people would want to deal with a constant nagging pain. Toothaches can be terrible. Like, you can be inoperable.
Yeah, you got to go to a different place, man. You got to like set your mind to a different place.
Yes, you're absolutely right.
Anyway, this is what we're drinking. It is the 805 from Firestone Walker. I'm going to go ahead and whack it down. We're going to give it a score, and then I'll let you know what we think. So, Marissa, please, or if you guys are trying this at home, let us know what you think.
We haven't done the video. You whacked it down anyway.
We're whacking it down. Let's go on the brewery tour, Nate.
Let's do it, buddy. So this one is for Firestone Walker. Boom. Uh-oh. He is not here. So you guys get to look at me. Here, I would like to show you their website if I could for a second. I really like the website for Firestone Walker.
Give us a look at that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Here, check this out.
Let's take a look.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Right? That's pretty awesome.
Wow, is that interactive? Like that's what you get when you log on it?
Yeah, as soon as you get onto the website, it's just this kind of revolving video that goes on. But
hey guys, I want to remind everybody too, if you wait until the video is done after the whole live stream, if you go down to the description, you'll get the link to each one of these beer websites. So Nate, if you want to go ahead and show us, can you order beer? Like, can I order beer? Like, say I'm in a different place and I can't find 805. Can I order some?
I believe so. So you know what? It's a little bit difficult when I tally through the site like that because I have to kind of unshare and then share. But yes, you can do it. You can buy on the website. I'm just not going to be able to show it that cleanly here for you.
Yeah, real quick, Bubba says he knows what a full body toothache's like, and sciatica pain is no joke. I know he's a really big guy too, so having being tall, that must suck. I'm sorry. I hope you feel better. Frank says, I'm liking the tours. All right. What about, was that volleyball? Thank you, Frank.
Hey, Danny, go for a minute there, buddy.
Yeah, that's exactly right. All right, that was volleyball, and that is something that I wanted to go ahead and talk about. Oftentimes, you'll hear on this show, like, how many you want to drink at a volleyball game. And what I mean by that is an outdoor beach volleyball. I love the beach. I love the beach more than a lot of things. And, I go out every summer and try to get a bunch of volleyball games going. I'm not playing with real volleyball players. I'm playing with beer drinkers. So that's what I often refer to. It's not a real, collegiate volleyball game. It is a volleyball game at the beach. Let's see what else. Everyone, we didn't get much fresh seafood here. Yeah, it's funny because, like I said, in Buffalo, there's a place, I forget what it was called, like Raging Crab. It's on Maple Boulevard. Amazing seafood, amazing oysters. Yeah, perhaps a seafood restaurant. Yeah, that's the best place. Yeah, absolutely, guys. So Bubba's going through some sciatic pain, and he's right. Like that shit is like I've had it for a little bit, but nothing like chronically. And if you know people with sciatic pain, these are the types of things that you can, put out there in mass prayers, like, that people are healthy. And when we say like, I'm glad we're healthy, sometimes people say I'm glad I'm just healthy, but also they're living with chronic pain. And sciatic pain is one of those chronic pains. So if you do have that, I hope that you can recover. I hope that you can figure out a way to ease that, because that is very uncomfortable. And being super tall like Bubba is, man, that's worse than from anybody like my size and stuff like that.
What's super tall?
He's like 6'6", 6'7". How tall are you, Bubba? He's big. He's tall. He's super tall.
That's super tall.
Yeah. All right, guys. Moving on. Nate, thank you for showing us that. I'm glad you guys like that. Let us know what you think about the brewery tours. They're going to get a little bit longer. We're going to keep them under a minute, but it gives you an idea. One of the cool things about Firestone Brewery is they have really good breweries, places that you can go to all over California. There's one in Venice Beach. Excellent food. You saw that burger? That burger, 6'7", and weed helps. Bubba, I need to send you a weed pen. Wonder Strudel, yes.
Weed
6'5". Being Wonder Strudel, 6'5". Yeah.
Dude, what's up with all these tall people?
It's awesome, dude.
Hey, by the way, just so you guys know, what does 805 mean, right? So it's obviously an area code, but it means more than that. For the people on the central coast of California, they refer to this term as something that is local, that's sourced locally, that's crafted or created or purveyed locally. So that's quite interesting. Like they will talk about someone, if someone's from, Danny, I don't know, what is it? What is a town in Central Coast California?
Pismo Beach.
There you go. Or Slow, right? If somebody's from there, they would refer to that person or thing as an 805. So just to give you guys some context on exactly what that name means.
Yeah, one of the things that you will see a lot. Hopefully, I'll be able to do some international travel in 2022. But I'm definitely going to be doing a lot of travel from basically outside of Los Angeles in Central California in the 805. I'm going to explore a lot of the beaches, a lot of the stuff up and down the coast of California. I don't know how many more years I have to live here in Los Angeles, but while I'm here, I want to go ahead and take advantage of that. So be sure to go ahead and look for videos like that. Nate, let's go ahead and score this puppy.
All righty.
All right, taste. We've talked about it a bunch. I feel like the taste is good. I feel like it's got a very grainy, cereal, corny taste. I feel like that it's got an essence to it, like a flavorness to it that's most commonly referred to when you think of beer. And for that, I think that's pretty good. Like, you know what you're going to get. Like, somebody offers you a beer, you want that beer taste. You want that beery flavor. I feel like 805 does an exceptional job with that. There's not a lot of weird aftertaste with it. They do a great product with just a simple beer. I feel like they could do some other stuff with it, but they do have other beers like that, IPAs and stuff. As we're strictly talking about the 805, good product, nice taste. I'm going to go ahead and give it a score of a 3.5.
Yeah, so I'm in agreement.
Hi, Barno.
You can't grade this against, a Samuel Smith Stout, right? It needs to be graded within the parameters set by what a blonde lager would be or what a macro lager would be. So it's competing with those beers. It's competing with a Coors Banquet. It's competing with Bud Heavy. It's competing with MGD, right? That's what it is. And for me, it's better than those beers, right? So it's not the best beer I've ever had, but in that category on the spectrum, in that segment, it's a really good tasting beer. So I'm going to go 4.0.
Nice. All right, price. Now this beer, it's pretty affordable, right? I bought it in a 6-pack, and the 6-pack was $9.99. Okay, so pretty cheap. Nate, what's 6 divided into 10?
1.5.
Is it?
I don't know.
This is one of those moments, guys. You caught me off guard.
1.33.
Yeah, very cheap, right? Okay.
Or something.
No, it's going to be like 1.7. It's a
Right,
little,
whatever.
yeah, it's a little bit pricey. I'm sorry I don't have the exact price on it. It's at $9.99 for the 6-pack divided by 6. That's what you're going to get for a bottle of beer. It's a 12-ounce bottle of beer. Here's the thing. It's what I consider the most common of prices. When you know you got to pick up a 6-pack, you know it's going to be around $10. For me, I feel like that's a good deal, especially because it's a good beer. I'm going to give the price a 4.0. I think that's exactly what it should be.
Yeah, I'm going to go 3.5, slightly below you. I don't think it's the best priced beer in this segment, but it's not egregious. It's not overly priced. You can afford it. 3.5.
I'm going to tell you the exact, and I'm sorry I didn't have this prepared. I came in hot.
He did.
All right, so it's $1.66.
That's what I said from the beginning. All right.
Oh,
Yeah, so that's a pretty affordable beer.
yeah, affordable, meaning you're going to get a good beer. That's what you want to pay for it. You can get loaded. You can bring that to a game.
Loaded.
4.0, mine was free. Very well. It should be a 5.0, Maris. All right, going on to the design. Like I said, I thought this was a black bottle. I like the black label on the brown. I like that they go ahead and they stand up for the 805, their area code, the people that live there. It's a bigger sense of community within the county, within the area code. I really like the label on this thing. I like the design that it's got this like straightness, and that it kind of goes up and it gives it kind of a different look. Cool label, got some kind of hoppy looking thing. Really neat. Overall, I like the 805. I think it's got a great label. I'm going to give it a design score of a 3.5.
Yeah, I'm going to go 3.5 as well. I'm going to ding them for not telling me anything about the beer. Right? So it says Central Coast, California, 805. We already know that. Properly chill. And that's it. There's nothing else on here. Tell me what's going on. Now, but again, Corona doesn't have that. Bud doesn't have that. Heineken doesn't have that. So maybe that's just kind of consistent with this type of beer. But I expect something that's not quite as massively distributed, to give you a little bit more detail on what exactly they're doing. So I'm dinging them slightly to a 3.5.
Okay. Accessibility. Look, I don't know how much you're going to be able to find this beer outside the United States, but in the United States, I feel like you're going to find it in a lot of places. I'm going to get right to the point. I'm going to get right to it. 3.5.
2.5 for me, because I think you can only get it in America.
Okay. Going on to the TMD X Factor. I didn't like this beer before. I'm starting to like it a lot more because they were able to do a flip like the Samuel Smiths and make me kind of change my tune. I think that's a really cool thing. I like it that it's I can find it anywhere here in Southern California. The people that I know that like it is a certain type of people. I think that it's a good beer. You can buy it in any of the supermarkets, any of the bodegas. I think it's a really nice thing. TMD X Factor, I'm not really sure where I go with this one because I'm not feeling super attached to it. But the fact that I can go to the west side, see my friend Tomer, stop in Venice Beach, go to the brewery, I think that's kind of cool. Hold some type of weight. I'm going to go ahead and get a score of 3.0.
Yeah, so I'm going to do X Factor a 3.5. I like it. It's definitely got a spot. It's elevated from what the typical offerings would be in the macro type of Pilsner lager style beer. 3.5. Not bad. Okay. What do you got there, buddy? What's your overall?
Hold on, I'm thinking. All right, my overall is ladies and gentlemen, 17.5.
Ooh, we were so close.
17.5.
Hey, can you hold that up one more time?
17.5.
There you go. All right, so I'm going 17 even.
Ooh, nice.
All right,
okay.
17 even. It's an above average beer. It is. It's an above average beer. It's not exceptional in any way, but it's good. It's crisp. I like the fact that it tries to hold its identity. With the area code. I think it's pretty cool. 17.
Awesome. All right, guys, look, we got an hour and 29 minutes. I'm going to hustle through the next thing. The next thing is, what are you reading? What are you watching? This is what I'm reading, guys. I always pick this up and bring back my vocabulary. It is the Actor's Thesaurus. And what this is that gives all types of different actions and words that we can go ahead and play off of, words that sometimes that you see in text of a script or a play, and that you can go ahead and see how you're going to make a decision as an actor. What moves are you going to do? How am I going to live through this text? I think this is an important tool and resource to any actor, and just knowing words that you can see. And sometimes I just read it and I'll see words such as in rage and fight and face and meet, and I'll go ahead and I'll play my character in these type of actions. It's a small, simple little exercise that keeps me fresh. But this is what I'm reading, the Actor's Thesaurus. Nate, what about you?
So I am reading this. It's called The Big Fat Surprise. I'm, as you know, I'm really into nutrition. Well, at least when it's convenient for me. I'm into nutrition. I like to kind of understand how our body works off of the food that we put in it. This talks about how important fat and protein is in our diet. A lot of people think it is conspiratorial, which is kind of why it attracts me. So The Big Fat Surprise by Nina Teicholz.
Very cool, man. I'm going to have to check it out when I'm there. Hey, Marissa's been scoring the 805 at home. She gave it an 18.5.
Oh, hey, you know what? That makes sense, though. You know, she's from California, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she's from Mexico, but I think she's from Mexico. But she's lived in California a very long time. But I love the fact that you were able to go ahead and drink it and score it and be along in sync with us. You may be in Copenhagen. Very cool. All right, guys, going on to the next one. I want to talk about, what am I watching? I watched this movie. I passed it up. I lost control of it, or I lost sight of it for a few years. I watched it a few last week. I thought it was awesome. And it's the remake of Point Break. I don't know if you have seen it, but it's about bank robbers and people that do these crazy crimes. And they're like extremists. They climb Angel Falls in Venezuela. They jump out of airplanes. They do base jumping. It's like crazy, crazy extreme stuff. You may think you're an extremist. Unless you really are, you're probably not. They do these amazing, massive ways. It's just aesthetically something fun to watch. Point Break, the remake. Definitely a thumbs up on Travel Man Dan. Next week, I'm going to be watching Tyler Perry. But Nate, that's what I'm watching. What about you?
I watched the Eagles today. What are you listening to?
I'm listening to Tony Bennett. I love Tony Bennett. Yeah, I love all the old
Stallion.
Yeah, I love the very classic standards. I love Dean Martin. I love Frank Sinatra. But for me, actually, one of my favorite singers is Tony Bennett. And it's funny because as I was listening to one day a few years ago, my mother said, boy, your grandfather really used to love Tony Bennett. And I didn't know that. I never met my grandfathers. So it was really kind of cool because I just love his style. I love his voice. I love his lyrics. So that's what I'm listening to, is a lot of Tony Bennett.
Boom.
Whoa. Is that Roy Orbison?
It's Roy Orbison.
Yeah. Okay.
Recently, I've been listening to Roy Orbison. My favorite Roy Orbison song is In Dreams. Okay. Absolutely phenomenal. I remember when I was listening to it when I was in Slatedale, Pennsylvania. Chris Moyer actually played that for me on a cassette tape, and I heard it for the first time, and I was like, who is this old fogey singing this song with the beautiful voice? Saw the picture of him and was like, my God, thank God he had a beautiful voice, because he is an ugly son of a bitch. Roy Orbison, absolutely love him. Phenomenal music. Take a time capsule back to the 50s, 60s, and 70s, and you will not regret it.
That would have been awesome. I would have loved to have been part of that time. Probably some of it would have been with my body frame, my skill level. Might have made it to the majors back then. But things have changed. I didn't make it. And we're moving on, guys. That's going to do it for us. I want to leave you with the quote of the week. And the quote of the week is this. It comes from Plato. And he said, he was a wise man who invented beer. That's it. Guys. Whoever invented beer was an absolute wise man, and we are for the better. And Plato, a Greek philosopher from hundreds of years ago, said this: he was a wise man who invented beer because he knew the effect of it. He knew the social aspect of it, the feeling that it gave you when you drank it. You know, let's be honest, when you first start drinking beer, you probably don't like it. But as we continue to drink beer and as we continue to open up avenues like this show and try to review beers from all over the world, boy, oh boy, we are loving beer. Both me and Nate can speak volumes to that. We're absolutely loving what it brings and the community that brings around it, centered around beer. even hundreds of years after Plato said this, and I couldn't have said it any better. He was a wise man who invented a beer. Nate, any closing comments?
Yeah, so I'm a huge fan of Plato, but I got to be honest with you, I'm a bigger fan of Bluto.
Of Bluto?
Yep.
From Popeye?
I feel like you could play Bluto in a movie. If there was a live action Popeye, dude, you're a Bluto.
Dude, you're setting me up.
What do you mean I'm setting you up?
I've said for years, if I could ever play a real person, it would be like a full feature Lou Gehrig movie. And then if I had to play a fictional character, it would be Bluto. I would go home to Buffalo for 45 days, eat pancakes and drink beer with my pops. And yeah, it started with Jenny Cream Ale. Yeah, Bluto is my dream role, Nate.
Yeah, I set you up, by the way.
What's it?
I set you up.
Oh.
What do you mean? That's a good thing.
So yeah, I really think I would
call it putting it on the tee.
I think I would be an excellent Bluto. I really do.
You are an excellent Bluto.
I think I got a temper. I got a good black beard, hearty voice. I just look at, bro, you got a physique now. Yeah, dude. You know, what's going on? You're doing them push-ups. Hey, guys, that's going to wrap it up for today's show. If you don't know, this is what I gave it, a 19.5. This is the Samuel Smith Imperial Stout. Nate, would you give yours?
19.5. Okay,
we were doubled up on that. The 805, I gave a 17.5. Tyler Perry's Bluto Xmas Christmas X Potato. I don't know. I'm feeling it, guys. I'm actually going to go crack open the old keg from Oktoberfest and have another beer.
If you want to crack open the old keg, just unzip your pants.
Oh, bro, you don't even know. Guys, I got to tell you, I'm walking around work the other day with my buttons unbuttoned on my pants.
Oh, man.
My belly's got so big, but that's okay. Look for good things. I like the motivation. Really, seriously, from night, everybody. Thank you so much from Wonder Strudel to Tenacious Freak to Frank to Barrow to Drunatic to everybody to Marissa. And I can't say everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. Nate, do you have anything to say before we take off?
I love you all. We'll see you on Thanksgiving when we crack open that huge bottle of Anchor Christmas beer. We should be doing it on Christmas, by the way.
We can, but we're not going to be in the same room. We're going to do another beer on Christmas. Don't worry. We got something planned for Christmas. This is the holiday edition of Thanksgiving. Join us right at halftime of the Bills and the Saints game. Also, stay tuned for closing out the end of the year. Us two knuckleheads are going to be doing the Pacquiao Challenge. Wherever those three characters that joined us earlier, they were suggesting the Tyler Perry.
I want them to come back.
Please come back. Wonder Strudel, thank you so much. Always good fun. Big hugs to you and everybody else. Frank, Drunatic, big hugs. Thank you so much. I'm Travel Man Dan. That's Nate. And remember, it's a big world out there. Make sure you see every bit of it. Bye, guys.
All right. See you all next week.
Bye.
See you on Thanksgiving.
Now. See you later.
It's
time to go.
today.
See you now.